They know Val. That's better. That makes life a lot easier because I was looking sideways there. Why is that one different to all the others? We go, it's now hit down. That's good. I don't want to have to do this manually. This is just not something I want to enjoy. They know Jeb. Oh, actually, no, we're in the other way. I do not want drift. They know Bill. Right, we have run out of electricity. That's special, isn't it? They're probably a Bob. Yeah, they're probably a Bob. Because we're going to have to land on wheels. And wheels are never good to land on. Welcome back to Kerbalish. You find me in orbit, and I'm just rescuing 4 Kerbals. You'll see in a very quick moment just how we're doing with that. I'm not going to take too long in this episode with it, but we're just going to rescue a few Kerbals, and hopefully we can get on with some proper missions after that. And with that, we have rescued Obdard Kerdman. Obdard Kerdman. Yeah, Obdard Kerdman. That's your name. He's a pilot. Oh, good. So he can actually control it now. Right, off to our next one. All of the Kerbals we're rescuing are actually on an equatorial plane there. You can see just on that level, which is good because it means we can just jump out, change our apoapsis, and then jump back in and grab them by sort of skipping around the orbit. The negative is that we launch from a highly inclined orbit, so it costs us about 1,600 meters per second of delta V just to change into this plane. We could have launched direct to one of them and then done it at the point, but the amount of delta V and the time it takes, it's just easier just to get into the plane and then do this. And here we are coming in for Melkal's shipwreck. That should be an easy one, hopefully, to grab. And you may be wondering, why are you getting all of these rescue missions? Well, firstly, Kerbals cost a lot of money. Secondly, they're going to give us a lot of money for it. And thirdly, we are starting to get contracts that require that we actually put like 3 or 4 things of a different type. Kerbals. 3 or 4 Kerbals of a different type. So 3 pilots or 2 scientists or 4 engineers and things like that onto our missions. We don't have some of those things. So this is an easy way of getting them, hopefully. I mean, it is a bit of a random selection without having to go and purchase them. And then it means that, when we're doing some testing of some craft coming up, we'll probably use these people as test pilots because, well, some of them probably won't make the grade. They know Val. They know Jeb. They know Bill. They're probably a Bob. Yeah, they're probably a Bob. And after that first heavy burn, I think I had to do about 150 meters per second. We turn around, we do a little bit more of a thrust, and we should be almost there. There we go. That's close enough. Oh, actually, we are moving away with a little bit of pace. We're just gonna bring it back a little bit. There we go. Where are you? There we are. In fact, you know what? We'll just bring you towards you a bit. There you go. Do a bit of that to get our crew member. I say our crew member, our victim. No, I mean our future person. Well, Melkal, I'm not really sure how you've ended up here, but I do know that Kerbal Motion is responsible. I'd be angry if I was you. I really would. I think we can rename this to being Junk. Wow, Melkal, you look very shocked to be in space, which is concerning considering I don't know how you got here. I think there's been some horrible, nefarious actions carried out, hasn't there? I think we need to look into this. It's not acceptable, these Kerbals just being left lying around in space. Let's find you a seat. Let's see, which seat will we have? I think this one? This one here. Yeah, that one there looks nice. We'll just aim for that one. That's our 2 pilots. Let's see what the next one is. And after another hop, we are coming in on our 3rd victim, crew member, rescue person. We're going to arrive about 150 meters away from them. We're going to have to do quite a strong braking burn. So we need to start it reasonably early. But let's find out what Alkal's profession is, shall we? Alkal, you're also inside a pod. This company is Curlington. I don't like Curlington, obviously. And you are an engineer. Well, it's your own fault then, isn't it? Absolutely your own fault. We'll rename you to a bit of junk. Where's my debris? There we go. And we're going to grab you out. Now, of course, you're an engineer, so you're of no use to me right now. However, in the future, you'll be really useful. So just sit around, and we'll probably use you as target practice. Where's the craft? There it is. Like, let's go for it. Forward and all that stuff towards victory. Yay. Right, we've almost got Alkal. He's just going to choose his seat. There he goes. Grab him. That's number 3 done. 1 more to go. So just in case you want to see how I'm doing this, once we've rescued one of them, what I'm actually doing is I'm putting ourselves in prograde, firing the engines a bit until I raise our apoaps a bit. Sometimes you'll see if there's going to be an interaction immediately. You don't need to worry about that. just get it going up a bit. You can see we need to just, where's my apoapsis gone? And we still have 1,060 meters per second left. Isn't that nice? Right, let's target that. We're going to turn around. We've got about 30 seconds until we're going to hit something. So first of all, let's see if we can see the target. One way to do that is just to find its velocity vector. There we go. Put us on it, thank you. And then we know, there it is. That's the one. That's Antop. Hello, Antop, how are you? We're going to come in. We've got to do a bit of a burn for this one. So we will start our burn now. There we go. I mean, you wouldn't do that in real life. I've just fired I'm going to fire the engines at the target. This is not what you do. But then equally, you wouldn't leave crewmen or women or crew, in fact, just out in space, would you, in a pod with nothing else? I mean, that would just be crazy. And as Antop hits the side of our craft, here we go. There we go. We can just board it there. Wonderful. That is all 4 of them. So we've got 2 pilots, an engineer, and a scientist. Nice range there, actually. I quite like that. In fact, that is like the first 4, isn't it? Right, we have now used all the fuel up. We're going to get rid of that. Hopefully it's not going to come back and hit us, because I've just realised it could go quite badly, that. And we are riding down now. Ooh, got a bit of heating, everybody. We just need to, we're going to cool this down a little bit. Now, these Kerbals are a little bit sensitive to heat, so we need to be aware of that. We do have some, we've actually got rid of the solar panels because they were attached to the craft down here, so they've come off, so they're not an explosion risk. You can see here I put a lot of gyros on it because when you're actually trying to do stuff like this, maneuverability and quick speed is quite useful, so I just stuck some gyros on there instead of a small one up there. I put 4 of these on just because they fit, basically, because this is our craft we've used before. We just put it on a different launch vehicle. Right, we are coming through the atmosphere, and this should be over pretty quickly, I think, hopefully. There we go. We'll just let them stabilize themselves. So that's really going to give you a bit of a headache, isn't it? I think. I mean, you're transonic. It's fine. Right. Let's pop the parachute, get them down. I shall see you back at base. So we got a grand total of 0 science from that. That's okay. We got some parts back. We got about 3,000 funds back, and we did get 4 crew. So we've got all of them to level 1. We've got 2 pilots, engineer, and scientist. And that's one of the big advantages of actually, acquiring them from space, is that you get them because they've already done a mission to have a star. So it means you don't have to take a new astronaut and train them up with an easy mission. And as if by magic, we're on the launch pad again with another craft. This is a LUNAR Rover 1. Yeah, brilliant naming system. Absolutely brilliant. And it is launching on a Delta 3 again because, well, that's the rocket I've built and I haven't got any bigger engines yet. And we could go bigger. I mean, I should probably put the stability control on there. We could go bigger because... well, we have the space to go bigger. I actually need to check how I'm controlling this, because I should be controlling it from up here. From here. Control from here. That's better. That makes life a lot easier, because I was looking sideways there. So this is the width limit by far. I think if we put something a bit heavier on the top there, I think we probably would have had problems. I think we'd probably end up with some sort of pendulum type situation. Oh, we should pop the shell. There we go. And there you go. You can see the landing craft. So what we've gone for is a rover, which has its wheels flickering. Solar panels on the top. Didn't put any batteries on it, did I? Oh, that's a problem. Should have put some batteries on. Yeah, well. And we got a rover and a little sky crane thing that I've just knocked up with stuff and things. And we'll see how it goes. It might work. It might not. We will see. It's an attempt, shall we say. We'll see how it goes. Stage 1 has burned out, so we're going to fire stage 2. The good thing is we don't really need to worry too much about this. Once it's down, we're going to, and I'm going to say I have installed, it was a suggestion, to install Bon Voyage, because I get frustrated driving road. What's happened to that wheel at the front? Why is that one different to all the others? I'm sure that'll be easy to drive. Not at all a problem. It's got wheels. I'm sure it'll be fine. I have just realised we have another problem, which is I have not got any other solar panels apart from these, and they're going to potentially face away from things quite often. So I'm going to have to make sure that we leave them in the right place and we put things on hibernate. I'm actually going to hibernate that now. Right, we are ready. I've just realised I don't think we're going to have line of sight with our capture point, but that's going to be, I think that should be okay. This does actually prove that we really do need to have communications around the moon, because it's just starting to get annoying. And then because the sun's now come out, we should be gaining electricity. Why are we not gaining electricity? There's sun on the solar panels. They are blocked by the... You are kidding me. The dumpling thing is blocking that. Seriously? What about this one? Blocked by that. Ah, there is light on it. Okay, so we're going to have to try and land this thing before the power dies. That's going to be an interesting one. Right, we have run out of electricity. That's special, isn't it? And as if by magic, we're about to enter the sphere of influence of the moon with another vessel. That's right, we have Lunar Rover 2. You can see it's got some extra solar panels here. It's got some at the top there. Yeah, we have learned. This the launch of this was beautiful, but the transfer to the moon was terrible. Well, I say the launch was beautiful. We're actually out, our inclination was out by about 3 degrees, in fact more than 3 degrees, which means we've got this horrible approach. But it does mean that I will always have signal when coming to the moon, which is nice. We're going to actually end up in this plane here. What I do need to do then is decide where we want to land. I mean, we could land on the poles, but it's always a bit risky. So I think around here possibly, but we're gonna grab ourselves a situation where we're going to go and try and get ourselves into orbit anyway. I made another change, which was I went to fix the wheels, and yep, the wheels are still broken. In the VAB, they are in the right place. I took them off, I put them back on. They are still in the wrong place, amazingly. I took the front and back wheels off because I thought they're just excess now that I've put these in the right place, but we actually have a wonky rover. So yeah, I think that's something going on interestingly with these rover wheels. I probably should have only had, thankfully I don't have only 4. We've got 6, so it may be okay. It may not. We will see. That could be an interesting one. So we're gonna grab a capture anyway. This stage here is actually going to be like a crasher stage. It's going to be dumping down onto the surface, and that's what its role is. It's there to basically, it's going to sacrifice itself so that we can actually then use the sky crane and everything. Let's set the engine going. There we go. We're going for a capture burn now. And the good thing is we know that this stage has got an excess of power, so we can come in really close to the, look at all these interactions. We can come in really close to the moon and then just basically slam on the brakes. Here we go. Now the only problem with this is that I do not have it retrograde and prograde settings, because of course we don't have the probe cores that do that, which does mean this landing is a little more tricky than normal. 5 seconds, just fire the engine. There we go. And then we're going to keep an eye on the apoapsis, periapsis. I don't want my apoapsis below 20 ideally, but I think it's probably going to dip. Right, where are we? I think we just come straight in. I think I want to just, from here, I want to come straight in and try and land here. That's what we're going to go for. Oh, actually, no, we're in the other way. We're in the other way. Yeah, this is not flat. So we're coming in at 400. We've got 800 on that tank. So we can basically stop pretty easily there. We're going to let it come in a bit. Slow it down. I'm going to wait until we're down to about 5 kilometers. Then I'm going to try and kill everything. Nope, that way. That's when you hit the wrong button on the keyboard. See monsters. There we go. There we go. Do that. Bit of there. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. And then just what do I want to do? Fire everything. That's hilly, but that's flat there. That looks flat. So we could land there nicely. I don't want to go any further. That bit there looks as though it could be tasty, actually. It's not the greatest thing for landing. That's the reason why we got the sky crane. I did consider what would happen if, for example, we just we didn't use a sky crane. If we just built one of these things and then planned to detach the probe once it had fallen over and then self-right it, which is an option you can go for. We've got wonky wheels. So this thing potentially is broken before we start. What I want to do is I want us falling straight down. So what I'm trying to do is get rid of any of that lateral movement. And that's what we're going to use this stage for. This stage is basically just going to be getting rid of any lateral movement that we have. I do not want drift because we're going to have to land on wheels. And wheels are never good to land on. I think with that in mind, there we go. Start to slow down a bit. There we go. It's now hit down. That's good. Just gonna let this thing come in ever so gently, and then we're gonna just bring it down to there. Ooh, it's gonna be hard. Oh. Put the brakes on. Put the brakes on. Why have I not got brakes? Why are the brakes not working? Right. with this in mind, I'd like to stop. Now what we should have done is actually had the sky crane drop it and then fly off, but we're going to do that. It's flying away. We're going to jump back. There we go. Right, we are down. Scan systems are automatically done every time the window's open. Current waypoint. Select the value waypoint. That's my waypoint. Activate. Go. No route to target. What do you mean there's no route to target? Where's my waypoint? Let me find it. Where am I? I don't want to have to do this manually. This is just not something I want to enjoy. Can I do traction control? Where's traction control? Oh, my wheels seem to have fixed themselves, but I've not fixed themselves. What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. You're not steering, I'll tell you that. Are you broken? Ah, you are broken. And so are you, I see. So we actually have 2 broken wheels. But those, I think, are the ones that were route not found. You've not found a route. This is silly. Like literally, this is it. I can get to you. Look, is it because the wheels are broken? Is that the reason? Right. It doesn't actually tell me the distance, does it? Is it because of where we are? Oh dear Lord. Oh, this is not going to end well. How far? Can I see how far away I'm going to be from my target? Does it tell me? Right. I'm annoyed about the fact our wheels broke. And I don't know how far away we are. And this isn't helping. Let's get this thing done. I'm annoyed about Bon Voyage. Bon Voyage obviously doesn't like this. I wonder if it's because it's not real scale. It's actually the real solar system Kerbin scale. I wonder if that's throwing it. Because we do have longitude and latitudes. It's a bit of a struggle going up hills with this, with only 4 wheels and 2 of them are broken, dragging behind like a wounded puppy dog. It's very bright. Like, I'm assuming when I get to it, it will just, it'll show me. But I don't have it on the map. We're pointing above it, so it's down in a crevice or something. So I have actually managed to get Bon Voyage to work, and it's a bit interesting. I went onto the moon and I said, select location off map, go onto the map, click on it, and it's actually going there. But there's a lot of places it can't get to it. It actually says, no path. So obviously our first location is a no path. So I've put it nearby. I don't know how nearby it is, but you can see it is moving. It's moving at 1.32 meters per second. It's going to get there in it's got 610 meters to go. We'll come back to it when it's there. But what I thought was, it does mean if we can get this task done, then we have a rover that can just rove the surface of the moon, and we might send some other stuff there, but that's a really nice thing to do. We can also use this potentially if we decide to land any craft there and move them around to different parts of the moon and things like that. So there's some opportunities there that I quite like. Right, we have some interesting missions available, and I think I'm going to take them. So we've got build a relay around Venus. We want to go to Venus anyway, so we'll definitely want to have a relay there. Mars has the same requirements, so we'll do that because we're going to go to Mars at some point. Mercury I'm going to leave. Triton, of course, is a moon of Neptune. We're not going to Neptune just yet. We have her point from orbit of Earth. Now we have another Kerbal currently up there. Where are we? We've got, where are you? We took one and it's got a horrible orbit. Where are you? There we are. KSRSSReborn. This one's really annoying. We do get a bit for it. We get like 100,000, but KSRSSReborn is in quite a high orbit. So that might actually be reasonably easy to get to because of our inclination. It might actually make it relatively easy, sort of delta V wise actually. But we'll have to have a look. I'm not going to take any more of those though, because we've got one from the moon, and that earns us a lot more. So we could do something like that maybe in the future. Position specific thing. We've got inclination that's really high. Don't want to do that. We have build a new orbital station around the sun, which has got 9 Kerbals, 10 seconds, stability around there, docking port, 6,000 units of liquid fuel. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're not going to do that. So what have we got active at the moment? We've got the relays and stuff like that. We've got some science from the moon that we've got. Did we actually do the science from around the moon? Science data from space around the moon? We didn't do it. Oh. However, we do have the Venus flypast coming up. We also have the crewed landing I need to get over and done with. Orbital station. and relay around Mars. No, where is it? Science data from there. Relay around the moon. So we need to put a relay around the moon with a 5M relay transmitter. I think we're going to just send our geostationary craft. We'll just send something like the geostationary craft up there or something else just to do this, get it knocked out. So I think we're going to do that one now. Let's get that done. Right, we are just about ready to launch, but I noticed that we have a Lunar Rover 1 who has made him an escape from the sphere of influence. It has had its encounter with the moon. It was slung off the side of it. I didn't realize it had actually had its encounter and was still in the system, actually, so it's on its way out. It looks like its encounter was back there. It's taking its time getting out there. We're going to try and recover this again. It is the recovery vessel. This is the geostationary satellite. We're going to send it around the moon. It's got communications for it. Let's get it going. Probably best if I put the controls on. So we're going to try and get this up again and recover it. Now I'm hoping we're going to get out of the thick stuff as quickly as possible. It does mean that we lose out a bit on the turn, on the gravity turn, but I'm more than okay with that. I think we can all cope with that a little bit. Whoa, are we gonna? Whoa, oh, it's gone. Oh, we're up a bit and keep going, keep it. Come on, turn it back. Give me some control. Give me some control. We're going up. We're going up. Come on. Right, there we are. Oh, right. So we did a flip there. We shut the engines down, and we are now got a problem because I am going way too high. I'm gonna shut down that engine. I'm going to shut down that engine, and I'm going to shut down that engine. We've got a single engine now running, and it is the more efficient of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that for ourselves. We're going to point ourselves downwards. I don't mind if I lose altitude right now. What I am going to do is get rid of the fairing. That's good. That saves us a little bit of mass. So I think maybe 100. So I'm going to have to cut it there. We'll cut it there. Fire this away. Right. We're going to do this, we're going to extend this, we're going to fire the engines, get them going. Going to do that. Now we have to get this into orbit before that craft loses all of its ability to do anything. There we go. I just need to get into orbit. That's all I need. Right, we're almost there. And pull up to there. I forgot how much this has actually got power-wise. I need to get to 70. I've got to get to 70 before that thing starts to go down. Right, there we go. Right. Note to self, you can't double click to get control of stuff anymore. Right, okay. Now this is interesting. The delta V's gone down on this. What have we got on board? We've got some solar panels. So this thing has just lost so much delta V by doing that flip out. Yeah, it's gonna stabilize itself out, isn't it? Just that way around. Okay. Now the parachutes, I hope, are enough for this. It's empty. It's basically a dead weight now. I think these are going to overheat. I think we're going to have a big problem. I think we're at least going to lose the legs and the engines. We'll probably lose a tank as well. If we lose the bottom tanks, we've pretty much lost the craft because the whole thing will just start catching fire. No, there we go. We've lost an engine or two. These are the small engines gone. The main engine in the center there is taking a brunt now, isn't it? We've lost tanks, so we've lost a line of tanks there. So this is actually worse than last time, and that's because we did the flip out. I think we need to replace the smaller engines with 2 of these, I think, would be better. And we've got about 30 meters to go, and I think we are down. Careful, 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 careful. Softly, and we can recover that vessel. There we go. Well, it seems that Bon Voyage didn't take us close enough to actually complete this task, and when switching back, and I don't mind driving through these rocks, when switching back to the rover, one of the wheels broke off. So one of the good wheels on one side is broken, the other wheel is broken, and the one in the middle is the only one that's now functioning. So it's making driving this quite an experience. So you can see that's our original landing site. That's the lunar rover wreckage. Oh, come on. Excuse me. Turning. We get a bit of a slip on here. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Right, so it should be here. It should be coming down here because we basically traveled a kilometer from there this way. And we've technically gone over this before, but it didn't stop it. So yeah, I loaded back in, and I should have cut and shown you that at the start of this. And one of the wheels just exploded as we loaded back in. I feel as though we're getting closer to it because when we turn left and right, it's a much more effect on where it is. So right now it's beside the north bearing, but if I go a bit too far this way, will it shift? Yeah, no, it's still sort of holding still, isn't it? Oh, you're now entering the alpha site. Put the brakes on. Put the brake. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. No, 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 no. Roll over. Roll over. Come on. Roll over. We're broken. Right, so I think we got some science from doing the first bit. It says any vessel. So I just need to go to these sites with a vehicle. So we can do this. I think we can probably get a rover there again and just drive it to that region. So let's go and sort out this communications, and then I think next episode we will probably need to go back to the moon to do a rover mission, or at least do the crewed landing on the moon. Anyway, let's go and get something into orbit. We are in orbit with LunarCom 1A, which is also our geostationary type craft. I mean, yeah, 6 and 2 3s. Let's set that as target. What's our inclination? It's going to be terrible, isn't it? Oh, 5 degrees. It's not brilliant. It's not terrible. So we have to be within 1,000 meters, 1 million meters. So that would actually work for us, wouldn't it? Right. We used more to get into orbit than I was expecting. We used about 400. So that is a problem. But yeah, let's move towards that. It's going to be a 4-minute burn. That is how long this burn is. We're actually burning down towards the Earth, which I'm not entirely sure is the most efficient way of doing this, but we're going to go with it anyway. Right, the burn is completed. It took a while. It wasn't a quick one. Let me just say that. I think we're going to do this burn, capture it. That should give us that mission, and then we might get another one. If we get another one for a moon relay, another moon relay, that would work really well for us, because we do need to get coverage of the moon. We're in a situation whereby we're getting missions to go to the moon, and it doesn't really matter because it's an absolute nightmare to land. You know, we have to hold off. We're limited where we're landing. We're having to wait till we go to the right place at certain times of the month. I'm actually going to do is I'm going to close that. I don't care about that. What we're looking for is to bring down our apoapsis to about 1 million is what I want it to be. I think that's it done. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And actually, that's not on a bad line with the Earth, actually. Although once we go out of this orbit, it's going to be completely misaligned. But yeah, there we go. So we have communications. If I pop that on there, yeah, it's able to communicate. It's sending signal. They're all going signally through it, are they? Yeah, they are. Actually, that's now the preferred relay method, which is quite nice. I must go and crash some of these things or burn them or just delete them at some point. Right, mission completed, contract completed, extra science. Let's go spend some science and finish the episode out. It has been an interesting episode. We're gonna finish off. We're gonna spend a bit of money on the old R&D facility. Makes it full size. I think it's fully upgraded now, so we can do everything. We've got nothing locked out. We have 430 odd science to look at. I think we've got to go for tanks, because then that gives us bigger tanks. The big one is it gives me these tanks, which are good. It's big tanks, and then with those big tanks, I think I go bigger engines. We've got a monoprop engine there we could actually use as well, which is an interesting one. I think we go, but then, yeah, go on. We'll take that. Right, so I think next time on the episode, I think we need to go back to the moon. Yes, we're going back to the moon. We've got to put a rover down that's actually going to do something, possibly land it. And we're going to put a crew down and bring them back, because then I want to complete that mission that needs to be done. And then hopefully we can bring some science with us and all sorts of beautiful things like that. So from me, until next time, have a great one. So if that was good for you, check out on the screen right now some links. You can see other videos you might like. Check out the channel, see if there's any playlists you like. There's also some links to other content creators there you might like. Or leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, do all those things.